What's up? Welcome back. Hope your first day of Learn From Home again was great. Hope that you were able to sign in, get all your work done, that you were able to check out all the resources that your teachers provided for you. And if not, you got tomorrow and then Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and the rest of the year to make sure you get them done. Guys, don't forget, we haven't stopped school, all right? We just stopped the way we traditionally do it. All right, your teachers are out there. I promise you they are working as hard as they can to get all the information to you. Please continue to reach out to them if you have not already done so. Today's book, we are going to go, and I'm going to not do a good job naming this gentleman, but his name is Esphyr Slobodkina, and let me show you that so you know that it was a hard name. And his book, Caps for Sale, here on Mr. Eric Reads. So let's find out, and again, I'm not going to try to say his name, but Mr. Slobodkina's Caps for Sale on Mr. Eric Reads. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler. Carrying his wares on his back, he carried them on top of his head. First he had his own checkered cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight, so as to not upset his caps. And as he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody even wanted a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he. And he walked out of town slowly, slowly, so as to not upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place to rest," he thought. And he sat down very slowly under the tree, and he leaned back little by little by little against the tree trunk so as to not disturb the caps on his head. Then he put his hand to feel if they were straight. First, he checked his own gray checkered cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps up on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep, and he slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. But something doesn't look right. But before he stood up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked behind him, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up in the tree, and what do you think he saw? On every branch sat a monkey, and on every monkey was a gray, or a brown, or a blue, or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys, and the monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. So finally, he just spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss, tss." This made the peddler very angry, so he shook both hands at them and said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys shook both of their hands at him and said, "Tss, tss, 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 tss." Now he felt quite angry, and he stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you'd better give me back my caps." But now the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss, tss." Now, by this time, the peddler was really, no. He was very, very angry. He stamped both of his feet and now he shouted, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps!" But the monkeys only stamped both of their feet, looked at him, and said, "Tss, tss, tss, tss." At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap and he threw it to the ground and he began to walk away. But then, each monkey pulled off his cap. And all the gray caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So, the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. And slowly, he walked back to town, calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." The end. That was Caps for Sale by Esphyr Slobodkina, here on Mr. Eric Reads. Continue, guys, to practice safe social distancing, wash those hands very well, and be kind. Continue to learn from home. Man, I miss you guys. Please continue to reach out to your teachers if you have not yet done so. It's very important that you do. A little bit more responsibility on you guys to make sure that you are reaching out and getting the information. But hey, look, we're in it together. We're going to make it through together. I miss you guys, and I cannot wait to see you again. Y'all take care. Come back tomorrow.